Now friends, welcome back again to my video solutions of simple interest and compound interest. In this video we will see around 10 questions more. So we will practice around 10 questions more of simple interest. I hope you will like them. Now looking at the first question. Okay. Now sum of rupees 1600 and the interest is rupees 252 and the time period is around 2 years and 4 months. That comes out to around 28 months. Okay. I will again repeat the point. If you are watching this video on YouTube, go to my blog following the URL given in the description of this video on YouTube, and there the questions are written. So, very first question, rupees 1600. This is a principal and obviously gives a simple interest of 252 SI in how many days? 2 years and 4 months. Now this 2 years and 4 months, if we are going to convert it into years, in this 4 upon 12, 4 months will be 4 upon 12 years obviously, so it will become 2 plus 1 by 3, and if you are going to calculate it, it becomes 7 by 3 years. Now this is the value, 7 by 3 years. Now moving forward, find the rate of interest per annum. We have to find out the rate of interest per annum, and we know that this 1600 amount has given 252 as simple interest in 7 by 3 years. So in 7 by 3 years, if the rate of interest is 252, then in 1 year the rate of interest will be 252 divided by 7 upon 3. Okay, obviously this in 7 by 3 years the rate of interest is 252, therefore in 1 year the rate of interest will be 252 upon 7 by 3. Now if we are going to solve this thing, you will get it as 108. You will cut this 252 by 7, you will get 7 3 is 21 and 7 3 is 42, and 36 into 3 will become 108. So 108 rupees is the simple interest in 1 year. 108 rupees is the simple interest in 1 year, and we have to find out the rate of interest per annum. So if 108 is the simple interest 1 year, then applying formula, principal is 1600, P into R, we have to find out the rate of interest. Okay, this is our question. And time period, this 108 is the amount for 1 year, so I will directly write here 1 divided by 100 is equals to 108. We are going to solve this. It will become 108 into 100 upon 1600. The 1600 will cancel out, and the answer, now let us calculate here. Four for the 16, 4 2 is 8, 4 7 is 28, and 27 by 4 will be 6 4 24, 75%. This is your answer, 6.75%, or you can also say it as 6.3 by 4%. It is as simple as this. You could, I have told you that I have divided 252 by 7 by 3 and I calculated the simple interest of 1 year, but you don't need to do this thing also. You can simply write it as this only. There is an alternative method also. In this method, you don't need to calculate it for 1 year. You can simply write principal 1600 into rate of interest that you have to calculate, into time period you write it as 7 by 3 upon 100, and here you write 252. Then also you will get R is equals to 6.75%. This calculating for 1 year I am telling you because of your conceptual understanding and in order to make you solve sums a bit quickly. Moving on to our next question. Any doubts can be cleared in the comment section. Next question. It is Reena took a loan of 1200 to simple interest as many years as the rate of interest. If she paid to 432 as the interest at the end of the loan period. Now in this, loan has been taken as rupees 1200, so obviously the principal here becomes 1200. It is saying that suppose time period is T, then obviously the time period is equals to rate of interest. This is what is given in the information of question. And what we are getting as interest, we are getting as interest 432. 432 is the interest that we are getting. So obviously P, that is 1200 into R and into T upon 100 is equals to 432. Now it is being told to us that T is equals to R. Suppose both of these is equals to X. And obviously we can write in this equation 1200 into X into x upon 100 is equals to 432. X is square will become 432 into 100 divided by 1200. This 0 cut cancels down. 4 3 is 36 and 4 6 is 72. So x is equals to 6. So obviously time period becomes 6 years and rate of interest becomes 6%. Okay, so the answer is 6%. Answer 6%. Now again moving up to next question. This was a very easy one. These questions are very easy. I am not taking at this point of time very difficult questions. As this time I am telling you about very basic questions that you will encounter in SSC, CGL and PO. For CAT I will cover it later. Next comes, a man took a loan from a bank at the rate of 12% per annum. So after 3 years he paid 54 interest only for the period. The principal amount borrowed by him was. Okay, we have to calculate the amount. We know that P is unknown. What is the rate of interest given here? Rate of interest given is 12 and time period given is 3. This is the rate of interest. And what rate of interest he has got? He has got 5400 as a rate of interest. And what we have to calculate? We have to calculate how much loan he took. And how much loan he took? It is the principal of this equation. So principal is equals to 5400 into 100 upon 12 into 3. We are going to solve it. It becomes 1800. Then again 1800 cancelled by 12, it becomes 150. And we are solved it, it becomes 15,000 rupees. So 15,000 rupees is the amount and this is our answer. Okay. Moving forward, next question. Now, what is the present worth of rupees 132 due in 2 years at 5% simple interest per annum? Now, it is being told that this 132 is due in 2 years. That is, after 2 years, the amount will be 132. This is what this question is saying. It is saying 132 being due in 2 years. Rupees 132 due in 2 years. Due in 2 years means that after 2 years, the amount will be 132. After 2 years, the amount will be 132. And the question is on the basis of simple interest. And what we have to calculate? We have to calculate the present worth. That is, we have to calculate the principal. This principal is the present worth, and after 2 years of simple interest, the total amount, that is principal plus interest, will become the amount which is given in the question as 132. We have to calculate the principal. How are we going to calculate the principal? Obviously, the formula is P plus PRT by 100. This is principal and this is interest. So obviously, suppose the principal is P and the interest will be P into R. What is R? R is somewhere around 5%. Time is 2 divided by 100. It becomes 132. This is what I get. Take one P as common. When we take P as common, we get 5 by 2 by 100 is equals to 132. So P 1 plus 10 by 100 will become 1.1 is equals to 132. Then P will become 132 upon 1.1. 120 rupees is the answer. That is, the present worth is rupees 120. This is 120. Okay. Moving on to the next question. Now in this question I will tell you how to calculate fast. I will not solve this question 5, by the normal calculation method by which you will solve it. I will tell you the shortcut of this thing. I just hope that you will like the shortcut. A sum fetched a total simple interest of 4016.25 at the rate of 9% per annum in 5 years. What is the sum? So this 4016.25, this 4016.25 is the simple interest at the rate 5 years. Now obviously at the rate 5 years is the simple interest, we have to find the sum. Okay, we have to find the sum. That is basically it is asking that we have to find the principal, because on that principal we got this 4016.25. I have not written it, sorry, I am not very good at writing in digital pen, so my writing here becomes a bit bad. This is 4016.25, you can see it in the question. We have to find out the principal on which we get this interest is for 4016.25. Suppose the principal is P, rate of interest is R, which is given as 9, and time period is 5. upon 100. So obviously what it becomes, P into 45 by 100 is equals to 4016.25. Now what is this P into 4500? What is this P into 4500? It is 45% of P. It is 45% of P, and what we have to calculate, we have to calculate as P. So what you can do here is, one thing you can do is that you can write this P is equals to 4016.25 into 100 divided by 45, and then solve this expression. But I will not say you to do this like this. The reason for not doing this like this, because it is going to take some amount of time. So now first of all we will like to do some elimination here. We have to find out the P. This P into 4500 is 45% of P, and what we have to calculate, we have to calculate P. P is 100%. So if 45% of P is 4016.25, then obviously 90% will be of P will be double of this, so it will become 8032.50. and what we have to calculate, P. So we have to calculate 100% of P. So we have to calculate 100% of P. This is what we need to do. Now what becomes the challenge here? The challenge here becomes that from this amount 8032.5, 90% denotes this, we have to discover 100% of P. Obviously whatever amount 100% of P, it will be more than 8032.5. It will be more than 8032.5. Just look at the options. You will get first option as 4462.5, second option is 8032.5. So 8032.5 is 90% of P, and we have to find out 100% of the sum. So obviously 8032.5 is the wrong answer. Option B is wrong. Option A is wrong. Obviously it is going to be a little more than 8032.5. Now look at option C and D. Option C is 8900. Option D is 8925. So till now we are able to eliminate two options, option A and option B, because option A and option B are not the answer. Why they are not the answer? Because we have just calculated double. And you can understand that at till this point of time you don't need to do any sort of calculation. You are saying that the percentage of interest is 9% and the time period is 5%. So 9% into 5 upon 100, it becomes 45%. So 45% is 4016.25. So 90% is 8032.5. For this much amount you don't need to do any calculation. You are just getting at 90% is equals to 8032.5. What you have to calculate? You have to calculate 100%. So obviously the 100% of the value will be a little bit more than 8032.5. थोड़ी ज़्यादा होगी 8032.5 से. 8032.5 नहीं हो सकती और 8032.5 से कम भी नहीं हो सकती. तो पहला ऑप्शन आपका 4462.5 ये गलत है. दूसरा ऑप्शन 8032.5 जो कि 8032.5 ये भी गलत है. पहला 4462.5 ये भी गलत है. Now if in order to calculate 100% of P, what we can do this 90% of P plus 10% of P. This we can do. How we are going to calculate 10% of P? In order to calculate 10% of P, what we can do is divide this 90% of P by 9. So this will be also divided by 9. Okay, what you will get? Just see, 9 8s are 72. Okay, first point, 8 carry over, 9 9s are 91, 9 9s are 81, 2 carry over, 9 2s are 18, and 9 5s are 45. This what we have got as 892.5 is 10% of the amount, and we already note 90% of the amount as 8032.5. I know that this thing is not very easy. But it is also not, you can say it is not unsolvable. It can be solved. So 90% is 8032.5 plus 10% becomes 892.5. When you are going to add it, it will become 5, 12, 9, 8925 rupees. That becomes your option D. So your answer is option D, 8930. This, when you are going to solve it here, you are also going to get here as 8,925. But you don't need to do that. You don't need to do that 8,925, because this, in approximation to this, I think this one is a bit easy, because here 90% of is 8,032.5. We have to calculate 100%. So 100% will be equals to 90% plus 10%. 90% value you know as 8,032.5. For calculating 10%, you divided this 90% by 9, so it becomes 10%. On RHS, that is right hand side, is 8,032.5. You divide this also by 9, you get 892.5. This is 10%, and when you add this 10% of the principal to 90% of the principal, here you get 8,925 as the final answer. I hope this thing is making sense to you. Next question. The simple interest at X% for X year on will be a, is very easy one. It is just a bit different language, so it may seem a bit difficult. It is not difficult. Rate of interest is X%. Okay. Time period is X years, and interest also is given rupees X. What you have to calculate? You have to calculate the principal. So applying the same formula, principal into rate of interest. What is rate of interest? X into T, time period X upon 100. What is the interest? X. Given in the question, when you are going to solve it, you are going to get principal as 100 by X rupees. This one's option B. Moving on to our next question. Question number 7. Rupees 800 becomes rupees 956 in 3 years is certain rate of interest. If the rate of interest is increased by 4%, what will amount 800 become in 3 years? So obviously 800 becomes 956 in 3 years. What is the increase? 156 is the increase, and how much time is being taken? 3 years. So in 3 years it is 156. In 1 year it will be 156 by 3. It will become 52 rupees. In 1 year it will become 52 rupees. Okay. Now, if the rate of interest is increased by 4%, so in 1 year the simple interest is 52 rupees. So for 1 year the rate of interest will be 52. Now I am doing it direct, upon 800 into 100. You will get it as 6.5%. This is for 1 year. In the original case, 6.5%. Now in the second case he is saying that if the rate of interest is increased by 4%, here we got it as 6.5%, and if we increase it by 4%, we will get 10.5%. We got 10.5%, and now we have to calculate interest at the rate of 10.5% for 3 years for 800. So for 800, interest for at the rate of 10.5% for 3 years. Let us see how much it is going to be. It is going to be 224 into 10.5. It becomes 240 plus 12, 252. This becomes simple interest. And what will be the final amount? The final amount will be something like this. The final amount will be the principal here in the second case is 800, and we are going to add 252 to it. We are going to get 1052 rupees. So this is going to be the answer. Option C. Moving to our next question. A certain amount on simple interest at the rate of 750 after 7 years. Had the interest been 2% more, how much interest you would have earned? Again, simple interest of rupees 750 after 7 years. Okay, so the simple interest is 750. Rate of interest is unknown. Time period is 7 years. Suppose the principal is P. So when we do P into R into T, which is known to us, upon 100, is 750. What we can get? We can get P into R is equals to 1750 into 100 by 7. Here you can see that principal and rate of interest both are unknown. Principal and rate of interest both are unknown, and it is saying that if we increase by 2% more. So obviously we have two unknown variables here. P is also unknown, R is also unknown. So we need at least one more equation to solve this question. As we don't know that equation, we can say that the answer is indeterminate. It cannot be determined. We need at least the rate of interest here or the principal here. We don't have any one of them, so the answer cannot be determined. Coming to question number 9. Okay. In how many years rupees 150 will produce the same interest at the rate of 8% as rupees 800 produced in 3 years? Now we have to calculate first how much 800 at the rate of 4.5% will produce in 3 years. It will produce 800 into 3 into 4.5 by 100. Okay, how much we will get? We will get 8 into 3 into 4.5. 24 into 4.5, it will become 96 plus 0.5 of 24 is equals to 12, 108. 108 is the interest produced in the second case, that is at the rate of 4.5% at rupees 800 in 3 years. Now we have to calculate this, that this interest which we got as 108, if rupees 150 is the principal and 8% is the rate of interest, then how much time it would be taken to produce 108? So in the second case, the principal is given as 150, rate of interest is given as 8%, and we have to get interest as 108. So using the same formula, we will write interest is equals to P, that is 150 into R, and T is unknown, we have to calculate T. So this T will be come out as 108 into 100 upon 150 into 8. Cancel it. 5 to the 10, 5 3 is 15, 3 3 is 9, 3 6 is 18. It comes out at 72 by 8. 9 years is the answer. So what is the answer? 9 years. Doubts can be confirmed in next question. Coming on to our next question. Question number 10. Last question. Now what does question number 10 says? Question number 10 says 64 amounts to 83.20 in 2 years. How what will 86 amount to 4 years? In 4 years at the same interest. It is also a simple interest. So first of all, 64 goes on to becomes 83.20 at the rate 2 years. How much increase is there? Increase of 19.2 rupees. So in 2 years, 19.2 increase. In 1 year, it will be 9.6 increase. In 2 years, 19.2 increase. So in 1 year, it will be 9.2 increase. So obviously, in 1 year, 64 amount gives 9.6 rupees as interest. So what will be the interest percentage? Interest percentage will be 9.6 upon 64 into 100. 9.6 upon 64 into 100. Let us calculate what it comes out to be. Let us calculate what it comes out to be. It will come out to be somewhere like this. Just solve it. 4 2 is 8, 4 4 is 16. 16. It is 240 by 16. 15% interest. The interest came out to be 15%. Now we have to calculate that how much this 15% will give as interest when the amount of it is 86. Now obviously, second case is that our principal is 86. Time period is 4 years and rate of interest is 15%. So what is the interest in this case? Interest in this case will be 86 into 15 into 4 by 100. 25, 5 5 is 25, 5 3 is 15. It becomes 3 6 is 18, 3 is 24, 258 by 5. 51.6 is the interest. Interest is 51.6, so amount will be 86 plus 51.6. It will become 137.6 is the answer. 137.6 will be the final answer. So 137.6 is not in any option, so the answer is none of these. Friends, maybe you will find these questions a bit faster. I'm solving them a bit faster. If I'm solving them a bit faster, you can tell me in the comment section that I should explain it more elaborately, or if you are finding it in the right speed, then you can also give your comments on that also. And obviously, if you have a doubt, you can clear it in the comment section. I am very much open to your feedback on this thing. Thank you for watching this video.